Well, hello and welcome to a brand new live stream here on Learn BI Online with me, Adam Finer, helping you do more with data. So, haven't done a live stream for quite a while now, due to sort of other commitments and other things that I've been doing. I've managed to post a couple of videos in the last few months, but nothing like what I was posting before that. Mainly down to the fact that I have been sort of creating and teaching my BI Career Starter program, which I wanted to talk to you a bit more about today as well, particularly because it's kind of changed and evolved. And we've got some Black Friday sale deals as well to talk about. But yeah, welcome. Where are you coming from today? I hope you're doing well. If you're in the States, happy Thanksgiving. Obviously, I'm English in the south of France, so no Thanksgiving here. But let me know where you're coming from. If you've got any comments, questions, if you want to ask me anything at all about business intelligence or data or career in business intelligence or whatever it might be, please do just let me know, and we'll talk. I'll reply to them as they come through. So yeah, I mean, basically, as just to repeat, I've been the first cohort of the BI Career Starter program. It has just come to an end, essentially. So a lot of work's been going into that, and yeah, it's been going really well. The feedback has been genuinely and generally positive, which is really good. So I just wanted to talk a bit more about it, perhaps give you more detail, more information about it. Perhaps you want to know more about what's in the actual curriculum of the program. So I will, I thought I would do, let me just do this. There we go. So I thought I'd just go through the slides, the introduction slides, which I talk about, or which I'll come with the first week of the program. It's a 12-week program, and the idea is it takes you from 0 to BI analyst. So let me just turn this music down. I think it's a bit too loud. That's probably better. We got a comment to come through. Cobra J says, I have been looking forward to this. Fantastic. Excellent. Well, so yeah, I mean, I haven't done a live stream. It must be about sort of probably 6 months now. So it's really nice to connect with you guys and talk to you, because I've been feeling a bit guilty about not uploading as much as before, not being present as much. But really, I'm a solopreneur, so it's very difficult to sort of fit everything in and do everything. But so yeah, I thought I would explain a bit more about the BI Career Starter program and explain what's in the curriculum so that you understand what is involved. So well, if you want more information about me, you can just watch this back and pause this. I won't go into this. So in fact, let me just do full screen so you can't see me. Or what actually is that better? That might be better. Right. Okay. So the week 1 basically talks about the curriculum, what business intelligence is. So, really setting out the stall to explain what business intelligence is and what is the role of a BI analyst, and how businesses of all different shapes and sizes use business intelligence. And then talking about data, so the concepts and like basic concepts, fundamental concepts and terminology, and we'll talk about the modern business data landscape. In week 2, it's all about Excel, so a real deep dive on Excel and how Excel is used for business intelligence, but also how it's not used for business intelligence. So we do things like formatting data cleaning and preparation, joining data. We go quite deep on Power Query, talk about pivot tables and macros, everything that you need to know for as a BI analyst, an entry-level BI analyst in terms of Excel. Then we move on to SQL in week 3. So we talk about the relational data model. We talk about the three different levels of SQL that I like to sort of talk about, which are the sort of the selecting data, which is level 1. So creating select statements to select data from your database or wherever it might be. Level 2, lots of functions for manipulating, cleaning, and preparing data. And level 3 is database and table management. So designing a database, talk about different keys, primary keys, foreign keys, all loads of different keys, cardinality and normalization. Then week 4, we start off with the first of 3 BI tools. We do Looker Studio, Power BI, and Tableau. Now, the reason we start off with Looker Studio is because it's by far the easiest one to learn. So it's a great sort of learning tool and stepping stone to other ones. So it does sort of let you learn the real sort of basic concepts of business intelligence and working with BI tools before moving on to sort of Power BI and Tableau. So it's a full 5-hour course. It's my course that I've had for a while. It's the ultimate guide to Looker Studio. So you get free access to that. Yeah, it's a full 5-hour course. Week 5 is the first of 3 real world projects. I mean, they're based on real world projects that I've done in my career. So it's using Looker Studio. It's based on a hotel reservations scenario. And the focus is on SQL. So we'll take a big CSV file essentially and break it up and design a database and build a database and connect to a database. And then according to a client brief, we're going to build dashboards and reports and share those. So that's week 5. Week 6, we talk about web analytics and other common data sources. Now, as a BI analyst, it's not all about SQL and Excel. Business intelligence is all about business data, and business data comes in many forms other than Excel and CSV and SQL databases. So you've got things like Google Analytics, you've got paid search, so things like, well, PPC, otherwise known as PPC, social media, you've got marketing, email marketing, that kind of thing. So that's week 6. Week 7, we talk about ETL, data hubs, data pipelines, and data warehouses. So what is an ETL and what is its role in BI? I did do one of my most recent videos is about that. Do we still need ETL for BI? So go and check that out if you're wondering about that. So we talk about what an ETL is, traditional versus modern ETL, and we talk about data hubs. We get to use a couple of data hubs. And then on week 8, we start Power BI. So connecting to data, building queries, filters and sorting, manipulating query results, calculated fields, using DAX, report building, a dashboard design, and sharing your reports. Then on week 9, we've got the second of 3 projects. This time it's based on a marketing scenario, and it's working with Power BI. So you'll be working with multiple data sources. You'll be creating data pipelines and a data hub to build a data warehouse. You'll build dashboards based on a client brief, and you'll blend together different data sources to gain a global view. So essentially, it's about you have 5 different data sources from 5 different marketing platforms, and you will create using a data hub. You will create a data warehouse. You'll build these data pipelines, which feed into a data warehouse. In this case, it'll be BigQuery. So, and then you'll schedule queries to refresh in BigQuery so that it's constantly updating. So that's a really cool project. That's the second of the 3 projects. Then we move on to, in week 10, we move on to Tableau. So we're learning Tableau Desktop and Tableau Public. Now, obviously, Tableau Desktop is paid. So we sort of start with Tableau Desktop, and you got a 2-week free trial with that. But then we sort of move on to Tableau Public. Once you're kind of familiar with Tableau Desktop, Tableau Public is essentially the same thing. So we talk about all the same things as we did with the other BI tools, like connecting to data, filtering, sorting, manipulating queries, calculated fields, report building, and dashboard design. And then week 11, project 3. Now, this third project is based on a real world project I did for a company in the UK, and it's a call center scenario. So it's essentially a call center that did restaurant reservations. So restaurants would pay them to answer the phone essentially and take bookings, and the whole thing was about improving the call center performance and the team performance and things like that. So this third project is a really cool project based on that particular example, and it's working with a mixture of spreadsheets and SQL database. Um, Sorry, not that should actually say Google Drive, spreadsheets and Google Drive, because this one is a Tableau project, and unless you have Tableau desktop, like an actual license for Tableau desktop, you can't access the SQL databases. So that actually should say spreadsheets, CSV, and Google Sheets. And then we'll build internal dashboards to monitor team performance, improve staff training. And that is project 3. And then in the final week, we will put together your BI analyst project portfolio, which is something which is essential to have for anyone wanting to land a job as a data analyst or a BI analyst, whatever it might be. You want to have a project portfolio which kind of showcases your skills and shows that you know how to work with different BI tools and different data sources, etc. So we're going to sort of design and build a project portfolio, which is kind of like your secret weapon to landing your job. And we'll make sure that everything's in there that needs to be in there, the projects are well presented, etc., etc. So that's it. Those are kind of like the 12 weeks, and that's, you know, as I said, the whole idea is to take you from 0 to entry level BI analyst in 12 weeks. And we don't kind of overload you with information that you don't need, because you don't, for example, need to be a SQL expert to be a BI analyst. You don't need to be an Excel expert to be a BI analyst. So, you know, we teach you everything that you need to know, okay, without getting bogged down in the weeds and confusing you and everything. So that is it. If you've got any questions or comments about the curriculum, perhaps other things you might want to know, please do let me know. If not now, in the comments, or in the chat rather, in the comments below the video. So yes, and essentially the original idea of this program was for it to be fully mentored. So the idea was to take 30 students and you know, assess them over the 12-week period, assess the assignments that are also given throughout the 12 weeks, and then really kind of create entry-level BI analysts, and then, you know, at the end have a kind of like a global mark, and then certify the students as a certified BI analyst. But I've decided to kind of evolve the program, because not everybody is available for these 12 weeks when because the 12 weeks are kind of set in advance. So if you're not available for those 12 weeks, then you kind of miss out and you don't. So anyway, the idea is that I'm going to expand it so that there are 3 different plans. 3 different plans to suit your budget and availability. Let me just put them here. So we've got 3 different plans. We've got the basic plan, the certified plan, and the masterclass plan. So the basic plan is you get access to all of the course material, all of the course content, the videos, the assignments, everything that that everyone, the full masterclass gets. You get that, all of the content. So that's basically 25 hours, over 25 hours of on-demand video. You get the 3 real-world BI projects. You get the professional BI analyst project portfolio at the end. You get the 12 weekly assignments. However, they're non-assessed. So basically, you get to do the assignments, but they won't be marked and they won't be assessed. Okay, they're just for you to practice. Then you get basic email support and access to the private Facebook group. So that is the basic plan. Then the certified plan, you get everything in the basic plan, but you get your assignments are assessed. So I will, and they're all assessed by me. So you'll submit your assignments, and I will assess them, and I'll give feedback, and I'll mark them. So and you get a full certification as a BI analyst, and then premium email support. So an answer within 24 hours essentially. And then finally, we've got the masterclass plan. So that's everything in the certified plan and the basic plan. Plus, you get access to the weekly 2-hour group live sessions with me. So it really is kind of a huge value add-on, because you can basically pick my brains for 2 hours every week about either the course content or just anything you want to know about business intelligence. You get access to me for up to 24 hours. So it's really, really good value. The thing about the masterclass, though, is that is the one that is the date is set. The next cohort is due to start on the 15th of January. So if you want to sign up, you can. And another thing about this is you also get access to the BI Consulting Masterclass, which is worth 500 euros. And that is basically me teaching you how to use your business intelligence skills that you've learned and become a BI consultant, essentially. So that comes free with the masterclass as well. Now you can see here we've got some Black Friday deal going. So instead of, well, you can say 500 euros, which is about $500 there or thereabouts on the basic plan, 500 on the certified, and 1,000 on the masterclass. If you want to take advantage of that, the deals are available from the Friday 24th of November through to Monday the 27th of November. The masterclass, as I said, starts January 15th, 2024, and there are only 30 seats available, so you will need to be quick to reserve your place for that. Okay, that's kind of all I wanted to do in terms of presenting a bit more information about the BI Career Starter Program. I kind of realized once I'd done the promo video that, like the original one, that I kind of talked about what was going to be learnt, but not in any kind of great detail. So this hopefully will clarify anything for anyone who had any particular questions. So no one else has any questions or any comments? Maybe tell me where you are while watching from today. That might be interesting to know. Let me just have a quick drink. Are you watching on Facebook or are you watching on YouTube? Are you already in business intelligence or not? Let me know. So, another reason I haven't been around, other than that, is other projects that I've been working on. But I'm having a couple of health issues. So I'm actually off to hospital tomorrow for a week or so to have an operation. So that's kind of been lots of medical visits and things like that. On you, Abby Lynn on YouTube from Seattle. Welcome indeed. Okay, got a question here from Cobra J. If by the end of the program I had understanding of the fundamentals of SQL and Excel without all formulas, if by the end of the program I had understanding of the fundamentals of SQL and Excel without all formulas, etc., memories, however, a strong. I'm afraid I'm not really understanding that question. You've got the 4 dots after it. Perhaps there's more to come. Sorry, yeah, I'm trying to understand that, but I can't. Okay, we've got the second bit. Thanks, Cobra J. Understanding of Tableau Power BI, would this be able to start an entry position? Yes, I mean that's the essential premise behind the program, and the reason I wanted to create it. It's because there's a lot of kind of confusion as to what skills you need in as it relates to a BI analyst, because a BI analyst isn't a data scientist, and those two get, excuse me, those two get sort of confused quite often. So the whole idea was to give you the essentials. And I mean, if you know anything about my teaching style, it's very succinct to the point. It gets you where you want to go fast, without skipping anything. It's going to um, it's going to deliver what you need essentially, and it's just the essentials. It's no fluff or whatever it might be. It's just what you need. So yeah, the reason I'm saying that is because everything in the course is what you're going to need to get yourself an entry level position as a BI analyst. That I can assure you. Even if it's not a BI analyst, it could be a data analyst position. But essentially, this is the BI Career Starter Program. But once you've been through this program, you are kind of set up pretty well. You will have a deep understanding of what you need in terms of SQL, in terms of Excel, in terms of how to build data pipelines and ETL, to bring loads of data together into a data warehouse. You're going to do 3 different projects. You're going to build your project portfolio. I'm going to tell you what you need to put in there, and what you need to design it, and all that kind of thing. So I think, I talked about that. Your project portfolio is kind of like your secret weapon, because and it's kind of what separates this program from other programs, apart from the fact that in the masterclass you get 24 hours of like time with me. Um, the portfolio is going to be the portfolio is essential because uh, there will be other people, other candidates for the same jobs who perhaps won't have a project portfolio, or perhaps they will, but their project portfolio contains projects that they managed to find some random Excel data set, and they thought it'd be interesting, so they thought they'd just create this really fancy dashboard and what have you, or report. And that's not actually what people are looking for in a BI analyst. They want to see people who can create dashboards working with business data. So when you've got these 3 projects based on real world BI scenarios, then you basically get to the head of the queue, because you've been taught by somebody who is a BI consultant and knows what companies are looking for. So yes, everything, once you have learned this, you will have all the skills you need, and what's more, the confidence. You will have the confidence to be able to say, yeah, I can go for that role. I can go for that job. So, terrible fast typing. Sorry, Bristol. Okay, thank you for all the videos and guidance. No worries, my pleasure indeed. So, is the first tier self-paced? Now, I still am kind of undecided with this. I think I might leave it up to the individual. I think personally that, and this is the reason why I set it out as 12 weeks and I didn't just launch this whole 25 plus hours worth of content all at the same time, is because it helps you compartmentalize the different blocks, the building blocks that take you towards the BI analyst career. So I don't know whether I personally think it's a good idea to release it 1 week's content at a time, but you might prefer to have access to all of the content at once. So I might actually leave it up to the individual if they want to. If want to go for the basic or certified plan, you might want to go a bit faster than someone else, although maybe it's not strictly recommended, but you could. So hopefully that answers your question. It could be self-paced if you wanted it to. Otherwise, it will be drip fed over the 12 weeks. So based on the day when you enroll, you'll get access to the first week, and then 7 days later you'll get the next week, etc., etc., etc. And if you found that you wanted to go faster, then you could just get in touch with me and I could make sure you get access to all of the content at the same time, if that helps. Okay. So, and no more questions for the time being. So, yeah, perhaps talk about some videos that are coming up that are in the pipeline for me, kind of related to the program. I'm going to be doing a video which is going to be Power BI versus Tableau versus Looker Studio from a BI analyst perspective. What are the sort of pros and cons of each? So that's going to be a really good video, and I don't think there is one that goes into too much detail in terms of the comparison between them, and the pros and cons for business intelligence. What else? Got the A to Z of BI. Then we've got a career path to BI analyst. Excuse me. How I use Excel for business intelligence. Database versus data warehouse versus data mart versus data lake. Lots of different video ideas. If you've got any video ideas, I would be more than happy to hear them. Okay, Abby, I have my associates in BI, but I have been a bit out of the field, so looking to update skills. Okay. Well, this program could be good for you. I mean, it's really designed for anyone, really. It could potentially be used by somebody who has no knowledge whatsoever of working with data. Potentially, it might be a good idea to at least know how to use Excel or something, but it could potentially be somebody who has no experience of working with data or no kind of knowledge of business intelligence. But at the end of the 12 weeks, like, just to reiterate, it's all about having just the skills that you need, not too much information overload, and having the confidence to go for an entry-level job because you know that you have learned what you need to learn. So, Cobra J, as a fellow Englishman, how would this course compare as far as from an employer's perspective against an applicant for the same job that went to university? Now, every employer is different. Now, the entry-level BI job, obviously, because it's entry-level, they're not expecting you to be, highly proficient or experienced or whatever it might be. They might require that you have a university degree or some kind of university education. But I personally think that if you have a project portfolio that is really well designed and contains lots of different projects, then I think that can go a long way to tipping the balance in your favor, essentially. So that is my opinion on that. I will be off for the next week, so there's no video coming up in the next few weeks, really. So but when I get back, I'm looking forward to kind of picking up the pace in terms of the video content. Got loads of video ideas, so looking forward to that. And as I said, if you've got any ideas for videos, any questions you'd like answered that I can answer in video format, then please do let me know. Okay, so if nobody has any more comments, questions, I think we might leave it there. Again, I'll just put this back on the screen. Now these deals are basically going to be going from Friday the 24th of November to Monday the 27th. So after that, they'll revert to their full price. So it really is worth taking advantage of these now. All right, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Abilyn, as well. I'm always glad to be helpful. Yeah, and as I said, if you've got any questions or comments, do leave them in the comments of the video description. Thanks very much for watching indeed, and I will catch you very soon, I hope. Take it care. Bye.